absolutely beautiful Aries friends, and welcome to your horoscope for July of 2022, where Aries, this month we're going to start to see the focus shift, the energy move, the motivation dial into your second house. So now we're going to come into the space of finances, self-worth, the things that you value. We've just come off of a really delicious full moon last month in the energy of Sagittarius, lighting up your ideas and your beliefs and your philosophies that have been guiding your life. And now we'll get to see how this also shapes in terms of your ruling planet and your actions around your finances. I think it's absolutely phenomenal energy. We've got Venus moving into the energy of Cancer, so bringing some attention, some peace, some calm, maybe some resolution to home, or even to the home that you have right here. Now we are also going to see Jupiter stepping into its retrograde, Sun moving into the energy of Leo, and one of the most important aspects I think we've got going all year long is we've got Uranus coming into a conjunction with the transiting North Node in the energy of Taurus. It is significant. It is important. So make sure that you grab your natal chart, your progress chart, whichever chart you are working on, and follow along with me as we go through this forecast, and you can look at where these degrees are at specifically for you in your chart. Now, if you don't have a chart, you can click in the description box down below, grab one for me, go get a free one at astro.com, do whatever you need to do, but bring your chart, listen to this, and see where you're going to be stimulated all month long, Aries, okay? All right. Right at the beginning of the month on the 5th, we see your ruling planet Mars moving into the energy of Taurus. Now, this is going to light up your second house space, Aries. So remember, Mars is bringing motion, right? We're taking action. We have a strategy. There's pointing forward, that Martian arrow pointing forward. We're going to do some things under this particular energy. But the other thing I want you to keep in mind is that Mars is also about desire. Like my desire to pursue, to move towards something. In the energy of Taurus, it's stability. You're moving towards some level of stability in your second house. This is about money, the way that you make money. How do you keep money? Is your money making money? The creative skills and talents that you take out in the world that are of value. But it is also about your possessions. And the biggest possession that you have is your own sense of value. So as we see Mars going through this transit all the way until August 20th, it's a few weeks where you could really see a lot of stimulation around money matters. Now this is great too, because we've already had full Taurus season kind of energy rolling through. So maybe actually those seasons seemed a bit more expensive, and now you're able to pay for some of that debt, or you're able to get your money moving. Whatever it is, enjoy Mars in the energy of Taurus. I know it's not always your favorite energy, but there is good stuff available for you here. Now, also on the 5th, we're going to have Mercury moving into the energy of Cancer. Okay, this is going to light up your 4th house space. So immediately we get this sense that Mercury, the planet of communication, decision-making, thinking, study, learning, repeating information, is going to be in the space of the 4th house for you. Home, family, real estate, property. So things around the family, the things around your property, your home. This is what's on your mind. So you're maybe making decisions at home. You're having conversations about what's going on. Maybe you are signing a contract because you need to do that renovation. Are you taking care of parents or family members in some way? And that's where this Cancerian energy has got your attention. The other part I think is incredibly important to note is that your emotional life, wellness, voice, Mercury in your home, from your home being your body to your home being the spaces that you are occupying. Aries, we need to hear your voice. We need to know what you need emotionally, and you maybe have to speak it out loud for the people around you to be able to grasp onto that and really help you take advantage of sharing yourself with the community of your home. So I look forward to seeing how does that speak to you. When we get to the 13th, we're going to have a full moon in the energy of Capricorn. This one's going to be at 21 degrees, okay? So the full moon says that we need to end something, acknowledge something, or make an adjustment, which I think is absolutely fantastic at this particular moon because we just had a new moon a few weeks ago in the energy of Cancer. So a chance to start some things fresh, new, at home, in your housing unit, in your emotions, in what you need to nurture. Now this full moon in Capricorn is going to show you all the light in the sky to say, hey, something needs to be ended, acknowledged, or adjusted because you're not actually achieving with it. So in your 10th house, around your career, your title, your soul level calling, what we know you as in public, something could be coming to a close or to an end. You've made some decisions. You're like, this particular set of behavior or this set of thoughts or this contract is not actually working to help me achieve and nurture this life that I want at home. I need to make this adjustment at this particular point. Now, we're also going to see that this moon is going to connect with both Mercury and Uranus. So really some new ideas or something breaking free from being stuck could very much so be in your favor at this time. On the 17th, we've got Venus moving into the energy of Cancer, so that home zone is getting busy. It's getting pepped up. You've really got a lot of attention, but Venus is a magnetizer, bringing harmony, bringing some diplomacy into the home zone, maybe even bringing some money into your home. If you're working from home, you may really, really like this. The other thing is it's about making home a space of pleasure. Is home pleasurable for you? Your physical body, are you having a pleasurable experience in your body? Are you having pleasure in your family? Is there conversation that needed a little salve within the home unit? And this is bringing a little bit of beauty and pleasure to the table, which could be nothing but helpful, okay? Now, as we get to the 19th, we're going to see Mercury enter the energy of Leo. So see, Mercury has come through here. Mercury has flown through. Now that it's out of retrograde, your mind is moving on. We're on to the next, right? So as Mercury's here in the energy of Leo, it's moving more quickly. There's fire in your feet. There's confidence. There's a feeling of, I can make this decision confidently. I trust my voice. I trust my words. This lights up your 5th house space, Aries. So this is the house of risk, true love, pleasure, play, joy. This is also the house of children. So your children could be making some big decisions. They could be going on their next big adventures. But this is a sense for you, Aries, at this point in the month that something in this 5th house arena, and you're maybe really having to take a risk on it, but you're making a bigger decision because Leo's not making a tiny decision. We're making a big decision here. I'm trusting myself. I feel like my backbone is clicked into place and I trust what I'm doing. That's kind of the catchphrase that's behind the decisions that you're making at this particular point. Now, we're going to see this energy all the way until the beginning of August, which is very quick. Mercury will be flying through here as well before it gets into the energy of Virgo, where it's in home court territory, okay? As we get to the 22nd, we see the sun power into the energy of Leo now. The sun brings light, heat, life, and vitality, so you're motivated in this 5th house. Not only do you have the voice, but now you've also got the motivation and the willingness to shine in this area to help you back up that confidence that you've been bringing to the table. Now, the other thing I think about is that Leo is also a fire sign, just like you are, so it's not very much about the team, right? This is a little bit more, I'm motivated to shine. I'm motivated to take a risk. I'm motivated to love. I'm motivated to express myself. It's not necessarily a team energy. So there's a lot of focus on you taking responsibility for bringing that joy, pleasure, and expression into your life this month, okay? On the 28th, we've got a new moon happening at 5 degrees of Leo. So as if this 5th house wasn't already pumped up enough, now you've got a new moon here at 5 degrees. And in the new moon, the sky is dark, but the soil is fertile. So you're planting your seeds of intention. What would you like to begin here? What would you like to see beginning for your children, and you're helping them manifest that along? What would you like to begin in your love life, in your relationships, a hobby that you have, someplace you want to express yourself? Where would you like to see joy and pleasure and youthfulness called back into your life? Plant your seeds of intention at this particular moon, and you can watch these things start to fold out, to unfold for you over the next 4 weeks. Now, this particular moon is wonderfully supported by Jupiter that is in your sign. So I want you to keep that in mind Because while there's this support here, it's also, I think, Aries, this conversation that is like, go big or go home, right? There's that kind of sense on it. So innovate and take this time pretty seriously to move towards that. On the 28th, we see Jupiter, who is now in your sign, taking its station for its retrograde, okay? So we're going to see Jupiter taking its retrograde here at 8 degrees of Aries. So mark that down, 8 degrees of Aries on your chart. Where is this happening for you? We want to watch between 8 degrees of Aries and 28 degrees of Pisces. These are the degrees that we're working with as Jupiter's doing its retrograde path. Now we'll see Jupiter come out of retrograde November 23rd and end the entirety of its retrograde cycle Valentine's Day of 2023. When Jupiter goes retrograde, what we're experiencing or what we become open to is this idea of Jupiter makes us want to go out. I want to expand. I want to get bigger. I want to go out in the world. I want to broaden my horizons. And as Jupiter comes retrograde, we go back over what are the horizons that I want to reach? What are my plans? What are my philosophies? What are my beliefs? What are my goals? What is the faith? What level of faith, which is actually my belief plus the trust of my actions in that belief, what is it? How big is it? Do I have enough? Do I trust the universe enough to not just be walking across the tightrope, but to get in the wheelbarrow while I let the universe row that wheelbarrow across a tightrope? Now that is trust. Do I have enough of it? And who do I need to be looking at? Where do I have that trust? In me. In me. Do I trust me? Am I willing with Jupiter retrograde to look back over what I think I've known about myself for 12 years plus and do a revision of that? Am I allowing myself to come current with the identity that I have now? Chiron has also traveled through Aries. Some of the wounds of my identity have been brought to the surface so that I can work on them, and I need to reevaluate so I can come current to look at where did I get that identity issue. But some of them have also been healed, and where can I be living out of those instead of this old idea that they're not healed, right? So when Jupiter is retrograde, we get a real chance to go back over what we think we thought we knew and see if it's actually true. Now, when we close out this month, one of the most important aspects that I, honest to goodness, think that we get all year long is transiting Uranus coming into a conjunction with the North Node. Now, they're going to meet up at 18 degrees of Taurus, and I'm going to do a separate video on this. Follow me on Patreon. We'll talk all about it. So we're going to see these two come together. Now, Uranus is an electric energy of innovation. The North Node is pulling us towards where we need to go. Where's the destiny point? Who are the people, places, and things that we need to meet on the road to get this destiny done? Now, as these two come together, it can be this really special time where you're literally... It's in the energy of Taurus, so we already know it's also got Venus coming into it. So it's an attracting, it's a pulling in energy, right? Pulling towards us. You could be pulling in people, places, things, and ideas that you need that feel like they come out of nowhere into your life. And they make us Uranus. They make us go boom, split from something that has been there, a belief, an idea, a financial pattern. It's in Taurus, the way that we have valued ourselves. Self-worth could be here. Self-sufficiency. How sufficient am I? Like if the toilet gets flushed tomorrow, can I stand on my own 2 feet? Whether that means I've got enough money, I've been planting gardening so I know that I've got a food supply. What does this look like in my life that I'm able to sustain and fulfill and feel worthy of myself? This is a big question, and it is also in Taurus, which means this is likely showing up in a very material plane kind of way. So who, what, where, how? Share with me in the comment section down below what walks into your life on this day and the couple days to follow. Who shows up and you feel clearer, more confident, more in alignment with where you were supposed to go. And I do want to be clear that I don't think that this is like you're clear and you're feeling aligned and it's easy. It's not always easy to get to this North Node energy. It may be a little bit of a challenge because it means you got to get over something to get to the other side and move towards that North Node. But please don't mistake that I think that this is one of the most spectacular and important transits that we get all year long. So lots going on, Aries, lots and lots and lots going on. Plenty of things stirring up this month. I can't wait to see how you use this energy, the houses and the placements that get stimulated for you. Share with me how the journey is going down below in the comment section. Make sure you're checking in on the YouTube Academy. Follow me on Patreon if you want to go more in depth into these aspects and how they work out and how they present themselves. If you do not know how to find any of these aspects in your chart, there's a video in my description box as well that'll show you how to find the active transits in your chart. So whatever you're looking for, we've pretty much got you covered on this channel, and the astro community around this place is pretty fantastic. So if you have questions, ask. There's lots of us ready to help you get them answered, and I look forward to seeing you in addition to this report every week, where we're talking day by day by day what's going on in that planetary alignment and how you can use those energies in your favor. All right, my absolutely beautiful friends, I love you a ton, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Bye, Aries.